You know what they say, guys, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. That's exactly what Democrats are doing to us right now. One by one, they're showing their true colors to the American people. Today's leading meltdown belongs to Tennessee State Representative Justin Jamal Pearson. The Democrat just exploded when the committee voted down his bill. After screaming his head off at the podium, Pearson wasn't satisfied, so he charged at fellow state representative Andrew Farmer, and he had to be stopped by officials, and security ultimately escorted him out of the room. And yes, guys, I have the clips for you guys, including both the run-up to the confrontation and Pearson's later appearance on Fox acting like he was all innocent. Seriously, guys, you got to see this for yourselves. Now, if you appreciate the daily updates, please hit the like button. I really appreciate that, guys. I looked this guy up. One of the things that he's known for is being expelled from the Tennessee House of Representatives in 2023 after he and two other state representatives encouraged protesters that occupied the chamber's galleries and shouted at lawmakers. So this guy's got a history of doing similar things. Pearson even used a bullhorn to rally protesters and waved banners from the House's podium, according to footage of the event released on social media. So not just that, guys. Pearson's also been proven to borrow a page from Kamala Harris's playbook, as he got caught, literally caught, changing his accent and mannerisms to speak with a drawl that's reminiscent of a Southern pastor. Critics called him a complete fraud. If you think this guy's a fraud, let me know in the comments, guys. Now, we got the clip of that as well, so definitely stay tuned, because seriously, guys, why are Democrats only getting crazier after their landslide loss in November trouncing? I mean, apart from Pearson here and Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, who we've talked about before on the show, there is also Representative Maxine Waters from California recently blathering at an anti-Trump rally that the president should deport his wife, Melania Trump. Do you guys believe her? Plus, let me go ahead and just say this. I don't think it's normal nor right that House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and former Speaker Nancy Pelosi to refuse to condemn the violence and destruction directed at Teslas and their owners across the nation. I mean, seriously, guys, is there any question about it? How hard is it, as some lower Democrats, such as Representative Ro Khanna, have done, to just say, hey, it's never okay to destroy personal property over politics, right? I think y'all know what I mean. It's like the George Floyd riots all over again. $2 billion worth of destruction, and they called it mostly peaceful. Even worse now, their far left base is calling on them to get even more aggressive. Move On, a progressive advocacy group and political action committee that boasts millions of members throughout the country, sent a memo to Democratic members of Congress last week telling them their liberal base is at a boiling point and that they need a unified opposition plan to stop Trump. You heard that, guys, right? A boiling point. I mean, if this is just their boiling point, how much worse could it look like if things actually boiled over? You know what I mean? I'm a little bit concerned. I mean, just take a look at Tennessee State Representative Justin Pearson, for example. His fellow representative Andrew Farmer just asked why he had been absent for a few months. Pearson responded saying that his brother died a few months ago, and things escalated from there. But don't take my word for it. Take a look.
Mr. Chairman, you have 2 ayes, 7 nays.
The noes prevail. House Bill 1392 fails.
No. No, sir. No.
5-minute recess.
And you should see the screaming he did right before this. Check this out.
While you're talking about hard work, you need to realize that our job is not just in this state house with these marble floors. Our jobs are on the streets and in the communities that we serve. And so while you've been here passing bills that have been hurting transgender children, while you've been here passing bills that have been hurting the poor, hurting the marginalized, hurting the disenfranchised, while you've been here passing bills that have not ended poverty, while you've been here passing bills that have not helped people who need Medicaid expansion, while you've been here doing the hard work of making sure that our state is not the state that it can be, because you have decided.
Representative Pearson.
Reality of our situation is only to be.
Representative Pearson.
While you've been here doing that, I've been in my community.
Representative Pearson.
Meeting with young people, going to school, registering
Representative Pearson.
voters. That's what I've been doing. Hard work doesn't just happen with this legislation. It happens.
Representative Pearson.
And if you will, Chairman, just one more minute, because Chairman Former seems to think that he somehow
Representative Pearson.
seems to understand my life better than I do. You need to understand that hard work isn't just sitting there and shutting up and passing a bill. It's doing the hard work of justice and love and mercy.
Okay.
The voices of the poor and the marginalized. your life and it's taking your
All right.
and your pain and your heartache and it's standing in front of people who you know may not like you, standing in front of people who you know will disrespect you, people who you know will talk down to you, and saying in the honor of people like my brother, in the honor of people who have died from gun violence, in the honor of people who have died from suicide, we need to pass better laws,
Representative Pearson,
and fight for a state where everybody is able to live more freely from the pain of gun violence that me and my family are experiencing. That's what you need to think about, Chairman Paul.
Now, seriously, guys, Pearson went off the rails, and I'm not afraid to say that the behavior was just totally unacceptable. Typical Democrat, right? I mean, who else is sick of this culture? And when they get confronted after the fact, they act all innocent. Here's Pearson getting interviewed right after. He blamed his blow up on a toxic work environment of all things, right? Just watch this.
Yeah. I mean, the Tennessee General Assembly is one of the most toxic work environments that exist. I actually have had a lot of support since we lost my brother to suicide from Republicans and Democrats. But in this committee, Representative Farmer was very disrespectful, dismissive of the pain, the heartache that we're experiencing, and was making it seem as though I had no right to advocate on behalf of District 86 because I've been taking care of my nephews and making sure that our family, my mom and my dad, were okay before coming back here. But this is a hard environment, and it's an impossible environment to grieve in. And that's why I had to take time to be with my family, to be in District 86. I've attended more meetings, more, unfortunately, funerals of people in our district, and have been able to participate more with our community in our district. And our jobs don't stop at the doors of this Capitol. And just to have a personal ad hominem attack against my family and against my brother in particular, who we lost, and that has shattered our entire life in irreparable ways, was very upsetting. And I do believe, I can and I will continue to advocate for the end of this gun violence epidemic.
See, total gaslighting, you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and break down what really happened. Like, what got the state representative all worked up is the fact that his bill got voted down by the committee. You see, under current Tennessee law, it's actually a crime to carry a firearm or club if you intend to go armed. But there are certain exemptions in place that let people avoid being prosecuted for that. Now, what Representative Pearson was trying to do with this bill was remove those exemptions, basically rolling back permitless carry in the state. But when it went back to the committee, the bill didn't get very much support. It was voted down 7-2. And Pearson did not like that one bit. I mean, you saw the clips, right? He said Farmer's response in particular made him very, very angry. So he walked over to Farmer, pointed his finger in his face, and stood above him while he spoke to him. And as you guys saw, other members of the subcommittee ran over to pull Pearson away from Farmer as Farmer sat in his seat and refused to even look at Pearson. Farmer then walks away from his seat as Pearson's escorted away, yelling, "Don't you ever come at me and my family." You could also hear Pearson calling Farmer a son of a you-know-what. Now, after the blow-up, Farmer's office issued a statement saying, hey, they have all offered grace and compassion while he took these last few months off to grieve. Now, unfortunately, on his first day back, Representative Pearson took the first available opportunity to attack and demean his colleagues and then attempted to confront me physically. And it tracks if you think about it. Pearson was once expelled from the Tennessee House of Representatives for disorder and dishonor during what was essentially an insurrection at their state assembly. And I thought Democrats were against that. Pearson was later reinstated as lawmakers by their respective county boards. You know who was among the officials who spoke up to Pearson? Former President Joe Biden. That's right, guys. Now, at the time of their expulsion, Biden had criticized Republicans for proceeding with the measure, while Vice President Kamala Harris traveled to Nashville to meet with Pearson, along with the other two who expelled with him. Now, what did I tell you guys? These Democrats, they're good actors, always acting like they're innocent. Plus, this Kamala Harris interaction just kind of makes me think Pearson had something to do with Kamala Harris's fake accent. Because, see, the Tennessee state representative was also criticized by altering his voice and his mannerisms while speaking publicly, something that was made very evident in unearthed footage from an election that he took part in nearly a decade ago at Maine's Bowdoin College. Here, take a look.
Justin J. Pearson, and I'm running for president of BSG. There are a few reasons that we're running this campaign this year. One has to do with representation. How can we represent all voices in a conversation? I wanted to do this by partnering with organizations from the Boone Democrats to the Boone Republicans. I want to bring together different voices, dissenting voices, voices that may be more liberal or more conservative, in order that we can reach a point of sort of the radical middle.
Seemed like the NRA and gun lobbyists might win. But oh, that was good news for us. I don't know how long this Saturday in the state of Tennessee might last. But oh, we have good news, folks. We've got good news that Sunday always comes.
You see the transition from Bowdoin student to Martin Luther King Jr. real quick there, right? As Delano Squires, a research fellow at the Heritage Foundation, put it, these guys are faker than a $3 bill. Now, put this together with what they've been talking about recently about the likes of Jasmine Crockett, Fannie Willis, and AOC. Yeah, seriously makes me want to vote Republican from now on. You know what I mean, guys? Because I just can't understand why the heck people voted for these supposed lawmakers to represent anybody. It's just ridiculous. Drop a quick yes in the comments down below. Hit the like button on this video for making sense to you guys. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Now, I'm telling you guys, it has been nearly, 5 months since Democrats took that massive L last November. And instead of recalibrating, they've doubled down on crazy. In Gotham, New York City Councilman Justin Brannon is pushing to pull Tesla stock from city pensions. Not because it's underperforming. It's actually up over 22,000% all time. But because he says Elon Musk is deadly for democracy. So forget the retirees who benefit from those gains or the taxpayers left holding the bag if the fund tanks. Elon Musk is bad, and that's all that matters. Never mind that Tesla basically jump-started the whole EV movement. Democratic priorities, right? Do any of these guys have a brain? Meanwhile, in California, Representative Maxine Waters, somehow still in office, went on stage at an anti-Trump rally and seriously said Trump should deport his wife, Melania. You heard that right, guys. She apparently thinks Melania Trump, who immigrated legally from Slovenia, is an example of birthright citizenship, proving she doesn't understand either the law or what voters just said loud and clear about the border, which is that they're willing to dump an incumbent president and aligned members of Congress over border failures. And when the Democrats just keep claiming Trump is the real danger, they're just totally silent when Tesla cars are being vandalized by left-wing activists. Leaders like Hakeem Jeffries and Nancy Pelosi won't even condemn the destruction. I mean, seriously, how hard is it to say, hey, maybe don't destroy people's stuff over politics? Oh, and then of course there's Representative Jasmine Crockett out of Texas, a rising star, apparently, who thought it was funny to mock Governor Greg Abbott for being in a wheelchair. She called him Governor Hot Wheels at a human rights campaign event. How ironic is that? Human rights? I mean, making fun of a guy who lost the ability to use his legs. Let that sink in, guys. She called a government official in a wheelchair Hot Wheels. Her excuse? She said it was about the trains, planes, and automobiles that Greg Abbott used to ship illegal immigrants to northern states, which she never actually mentioned, by the way, but sure. Totally believable. In Maine, Governor Janet Mills is going all in on letting biological males compete in women's sports, while at the same time pointing at Trump and yelling, "That's not normal." Now, I'm telling you guys, the irony just writes itself. Move On, a progressive advocacy group and political action committee with millions of members throughout the country, sent a memo to Democratic members of Congress telling them their liberal base is at a boiling point and that they need a unified opposition plan to stop Trump. They said nothing about this moment as normal, then talked about the dangers President Trump, his administration, and unelected billionaire Elon Musk pose to our society. That lives will be destroyed due to their destruction, their cuts to Medicaid, Social Security, cancer research funding, U.S. aid programs for children and families, and much, much more. I mean, maybe they should look in the mirror first before they say these things, Because seriously, guys, where are the normal Democrats? Do they even still exist? Are they in hiding? Sure, every now and then you got someone like Senator Fetterman who says something sane like, we gotta stop setting our hair on fire over everything. But the far left messaging train has left the station and it's running over everyone who disagrees with them. And even though you got centrists like Representative Dean Phillips or James Carville out here saying the way for them to get back is to make things affordable again and to help people to be able to buy groceries, homes, and all that kind of stuff. Now, it's kind of hard to get over the curious music playing in the background, be honest with you guys. But here's the bottom line. If the Democrats want to be taken seriously, again, they need to grow a spine. They need to rein in the fringe, and they need to stop acting like the party is just one giant performance art piece. Because right now, with approval ratings in the tank, in the gutter, it's not just that they're losing voters. They're becoming a punchline. Drop a quick comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think about this one. Also, check out our recommended videos that are about to pop up here in a second. I appreciate you guys hitting the like button and subscribing. We'll see you next time.